Yo, yo, yo.
For you all.
Dope, dope,
Nice.
dope. Hey, so I want to start. I gotta be the sacrificial poet. Um, can you give me? Oh, this is peaceful. Can you give me that break beat so I can spit that rhyme?
Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go.
It's that opening rhyme, yo. Y'all ready for this?
We ready.
Bam! What? What?
Oh yeah.
Hey, hey.
Uh,
Bam!
That's
Bam!
right, y'all.
uh.
Oh snap, 2x4, coming to you
Yeah.
live. Uh,
Uh.
and uh, yeah. I was a product of the streets while my style is unique. I was a shorty telling stories, quoting rhymes when I'd speak. I grew up ice cold, hungry, disheveled and stressed. That's why I took it to the chest, watching my hood become a mess. The greatest of nations, though we lack in education. So we hustle on the side until we face incarceration. Maybe it's me, maybe it's class, maybe it's race. Survival of the fittest, yeah, that may be the case. But maybe also because we focus on ourselves as individuals. We never take a second to evoke the ancient rituals. Village raised the child. Child begets the family becomes a vital piece of the community. Community is strong, a form of common unity. Camaraderie is achieved as a result of ingenuity. Every tomorrow brings another problem to solve. Maybe today will be the day I see my people evolve. Let's take a walk, talk, build and make plans. They say the universe is infinite, the world's in my hands. If life is like assorted chocolates, we chalk it up to fate. Maybe the life I made was never mine, so never mind mistakes. I keep it pumping, pushing, mush and move along. Measure my mind a million miles a minute, molded in a song. I'm fed up. The bed I wet is where I lay my head. Until the day I'm dead, I live a life upon a razor's edge. I pledge allegiance to this money-making nation. Make cake, high stakes, take, keep taking. Great, breaking in the dough. Make paper with the flow. Rock jewelry, the glow. Haters asking me for more. Uh, trueness, the code of the streets. Sometimes, is there something wrong with
Word.
that? Yeah, y'all. Yeah, yo, thank you. So the ice is broken. Oh snap! Look who's here. We got Nels in the house. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. So let's get this started then. Let's get this started. Let's get this party started right. Let's get this party started quickly.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That was fun. That was fun. Thank you. Thank you for
That
hearing
was
me.
very fun.
I appreciate
Yes,
it.
that was very fun.
All right. So let's see. Who do I bring up to the stage today to play
Can
and
I
read
go?
some words
Can I
off
go?
the page?
Can I go?
Absolutely.
I'm itching. I'm itching. I'm
Yeah,
itching.
come on down here.
All
That's
right.
the healing mage.
Can I jump down? I'm gonna jump down. Watch this.
You can do this.
Bam!
Oh,
Oh, so
Oh, you got some
nice.
strong ankles, son.
Smooth. Smooth.
All right, I'm gonna leave this music play. All right, so this is little circus music, you know, because we be a bunch of clowns.
We
Sometimes.
be.
Honk honk.
This is my drive. I'm gonna share this thing that's in my drive. All right. My first circus was full of music. My parents made a big deal of it. We wore our Sunday best on Saturday, and my mom somehow find time to refresh it all in time for church on Sunday. But today it was Saturday, and the circus had come to town. A week ago, my dad took me to Fifth Avenue so that I could see the elephants arrive. They were strong and massive, and I wondered how they didn't trample the city with their massive, clumsy feet. But today was Saturday, and it was time to see the animals, the people, the disguises, the magic of the big top, and how it all stacked up. There were tickets and Cracker Jack and snacks upon snacks upon snacks upon snacks, and my dad balanced it all as we made our way to our section. I thought we would sit in the back.
Ah. Okay, so yeah. So anyway, I'm here because obviously this is cool, and I thought I would just play something that I made a while ago. It's an ongoing thing that I created. It's this project called Ozette, and I've been doing it since like 2007, and it's like dozens of films and songs, music. We've done live performances. Some are just evening length kind of theatrical musical pieces. Some are 11-hour kind of installations where we play and sing and everything goes on. Mainly I collaborate with this guy, Scott Blumenthal, who's one of my main people. But I thought I would share tonight a song that I wrote the words to, which normally I don't. I'm not a poet, I would say. I am a musician first, composer, blah, blah, blah. So, Oh Snap
Wait.
asked me.
Yeah,
What?
before you go, I'm sorry, I'd like to interrupt you.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone that's in the house here, this is not for anybody watching on YouTube. Just you guys who are in our Discord lobby. If you want to be able to hear the music as it's going to go, I suggest you click on Aaron's stream. Oh, it says your stream ended.
Okay,
Yeah, so
hold
be
on.
sure to stream it.
So yeah, as he does the stream, you can click on that stream and you'll be able to hear the music as it's going. Anybody watching on YouTube will be able to hear it through my.
And anybody watching on Twitch will also be able to hear from my stream.
And anybody watching from space will be able to hear it.
They had it. They had it before you recorded it.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So just the context is basically it's a piece-based, it's a fictional universe in which like these people that were undesirable people were shot off in a Bernal sphere from Earth in the early part of the 20th century, and they're on a multi-generational kind of journey, and they're farmers and blah, blah, blah. But this little song, this little poem is about kind of people looking out the window of this as they're going through space and thinking about their own reality. The poem is called Did They See Us? And it is, it's not improbable to think these things are habitable by something that maybe eats something different. Let's consider habitable planets, emphasizing molecules and various organisms. Life, even cellular life, may exist in the dark. The likelihood of a suitable planetary system? Million-year time scales, it's complicated. And that moon we passed, did they see us? So that's the thing. I'm obviously not a reader of poetry. So what I'm going to share with you is how I put it to music. Okay. Should I play it now, Ninja?
Yes.
I mean,
good.
Snap. Shit. Okay. All right, cool. Here it goes. Listen, it's 3.5 minutes, so you can just vibe out if you
Nice.
can hear. All right.
Vibe out.
It's not improbable to think these things are habitable by something that maybe eats something different. Let's consider habitable planets, emphasizing molecules and various organisms.
Yeah, yo. Damn, I'm so far away from you guys right now.
Did that work?
Yeah,
Yes, it
played
did.
through. That was awesome. What a trip. Man,
That is awesome. I love it. What?
awesome. Aaron, thank you so much. Guys, I'm really far away. I'm coming as fast as I can. I'm so far away.
Wait, let me
You
ask
weren't
her. I got
expecting
this.
Well,
you weren't expecting the song to end so early.
I just hadn't thought that far ahead.
You didn't plan your route accordingly.
No, the song took him to space. He needed space. He went to explore space.
Yeah,
That's what
I
happened.
did. It did.
I love it.
I'm back in the neighborhood, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm passing by the
yeah.
Nuyorican
I'm
and the
playing your
Poets
music.
Passage.
I'm playing your music so you can come back.
Oh,
There you
I'm
go,
coming back.
yeah.
I'm here.
Ba 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 ba.
I'm in front of the passage. I'm coming.
I see you
Bring
through the
yourself.
window.
I'm
In the
here.
meantime, check out the styling.
Oh, I
check out
just broke the
styling.
door.
You just broke through. You went incredible.
Guys, I'm
Hulk
back.
and broke through the door.
Back.
Maybe come down here and do a little dance.
Yes, thank
Oh,
you.
boy, that was amazing.
Awesome. This is fantastic, y'all.
That
Give
was
it up
really
for
great.
Aaron.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
First timer. Way to
Oh,
mesmerize.
that's
Great.
awesome.
Yo, Jazz. Sorry, Revenge. You ready to do these poems, yo?
Bengu
Ah.
loaded.
I guess.
Yo, Revengu. Come on, Revengu, do poems. Do poems.
Poems.
Do
I'm just gonna-
poems.
Dip my toes right here in the spa-like
Yeah.
ambiance.
That's
Ooh,
not
nice.
water. We just, the toilet
Oh.
system in the back over.
Oh no, again? Oh god. Well, I thought I would do something a little different. It's a prose essay, right? That I wrote for the Queen's Literary Crawl quite a few years ago. And I figured I'd share with you. And I also have poems, Ninja, in case you ask. Or Oh Snap, or Oh Snap, aka Ninja, aka Oh Snap, Ninja.
I don't know what you're doing there with the sounds.
Well, right. So this is called stoop.
Wait,
The word
what?
stoop.
Oh.
Stoop. The stoop.
Okay.
I
The
thought she
soup?
said thoop.
I thought
Soup
so too.
It's not sopa, it's stoop. Alright?
Stoop.
I was
So the
thinking-
word
Yeah.
stoop
Thoop.
is defined in the Webster Dictionary as a noun, a posture in which the head and shoulders are habitually bent forward.
Stoop.
In Old Brooklyn, we have different definitions. First of all, the stoop is a throne, a few chipped granite steps that fall into a landing a few feet long and wide. This is where my grandmother reigns with a folding chair and a guard dog chihuahua resting underneath. She is the doña watching the block, often silent until one of the kids on the block does something displeasing. Then there is a harsh shout that is minimal as it is sharp, a tate quieto that is unequivocal judgment. Smoking Benson and Hedges in a bata, she holds court as people pass and offer a bendición, Doña Justa, ¿cómo estás? My grandmother sits dispensing gravel laugh and benediction. ¿Comiste hoy? The queen doña of the block offers food in exchange for bonchinche. Sound verdicts when people come to her for advice, or a curse when your presence has offended her. Usually a gruff, smokers, Spanglish, samamabish. This is my
Hey.
childhood. This is my childhood definition of a stoop. My grandmother's throne, even when the building next door was abandoned and gutted, and the iron gates Gates that flanked our stoop were broken and in disrepair. And if the stoop was her throne, it was also a confessional for those who came to visit, a holy site for the lost who passed our block in need. They were young women who would come and sit at her feet to complain about their husbands, their children, the bills that never ended, the money that never lasted. Between cigarettes, she spoke to them in a tone that told us, the children, to stay away and mind our business. It was her watchtower from which she could make sure we weren't being sinvergüenzas while playing Scully or stickball. To make sure that my brother and I didn't get into it with Sheila and Kathy next door, the two sisters we had beef with, because our mothers didn't like each other. We didn't need to know why they had beef. That was irrelevant. Old Brooklyn had room for beef that didn't need to make sense in order for it to be real. She watched from her watchtower the same way years later I would watch from that same stoop with a bat in my hand after my mother fought the next door neighbor. And I watched for anyone who wanted to come see us, guardian of that stoop. As a young teenager, I found my own stoop further down the block, simply called the Gray Stoop. It had shade from the one tree we had on that block, and brick high up on either side of the stairs, surprise, surprise, painted gray. No street light, the perfectly secluded confessional. We came here full of teenage bravado to talk about life, to laugh, and most importantly, to confess to one another our crushes, the fights we had with our parents, the struggles we had with our bodies. The Gray Stoop was our own throne, our own watchtower, our own court. We smoked there, listened to music if someone happened to bring a boombox. In the summer, it seemed as if we were gods watching over our domain, and no one could ever tell us that this wouldn't be our whole world forever. New Brooklyn? It came in quiet, undetectable, until the stoop was taken from us. It started with the New Brooklyn that walked past us in judgment. The watchtower court became the watched. The cops started patrolling. It was silent, and then it was loud. Gates locked us out. The Gray Stoop throne demoted to an inaccessible walkway, the confessional, an unsafe area with eyes that made us no longer belonging, no longer kings. We wandered during that transition, finding other stoops, other safe havens. The doñas of the block disappeared. Some passed away, my own abuela included. Some pushed out towards, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Dios mío, Florida. Places that did not honor the stoop throne. And if they did, it didn't mean much to us, the ones that were left behind. Now, I'm an adult on a block that still has Queen Doñas sitting on their stoop thrones, but the community is a broken remnant of our kingdom. There are more locked gates, less bonchinche, the watchtowers have crumbled, the confessionals are gone. This new Bushwick does not honor the codes of the stoop or the block. They don't stop to ask for a bendición or a chisme. They don't see anything but themselves. But I do. I remember the queens. I remember when we were kings. Before our forgotten kingdom was found and colonized into a shiny, inaccessible thing. I remember how beautiful we could make those broken granite steps, how even the cracked vials sometimes looked like precious stones in the dirt patches found along the cracked pavement that the doñas would sweep away, that the fire hydrant water would wash away in the summer, that the snow would hide in the winter. And how glorious it felt to know that my abuela was on the stoop watching, how it felt to be my own king, daring the world to tell me I wasn't my own beautiful thing, raised high on that gray stoop amongst the neglected buildings lining the block. There are a couple of teenage boys, there are a couple of teenage boys who hang out on the Halsey Stop L train station. They treat that place like a stoop, posting up on a large black storage bin. I see them laughing, freestyling, smoking weed, being young. This too is New Brooklyn. This too is old Brooklyn. I am the Doña now, my grandmother and mother gone. I send them a silent que Dios te bendiga, because we are still here. The end.
Yo,
Yes.
Nice.
my arm hair stood up.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you. I know that was long. Thank you.
No, that was really
That
good.
was perfect.
The story of gentrification, beautiful and painful at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And Florida, ugh.
Ugh.
Nah, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
No,
I'm
we
not.
might have Florida viewers. We might have Florida.
All our suddenly all our patrons from Florida have removed their
Listen.
donations.
The opinions of Revenge is her own. They do not
Mhm.
reflect.
They do not
I mean,
reflect
I'm
that.
sure
The
they
views
agree.
of to plays the thing.
I'm sure anybody who lives in Florida agrees.
They are
I-
pretty fantastic. Amazing
I
people.
like Florida. I like Florida too. They just gotta make some changes. Yeah.
Like the governor, for instance.
Oh, I'm in the.
Bueno.
Oh no, I fell.
Anyway,
So guys, guys, right, we're here. We're doing a poetry show. Right. So you know what? I'm gonna do a poem real quick, and then I'm gonna bring up to the stage my homie Nelly's, who's gonna close up for us. Yeah.
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 All right. Cool. Real quick. Let's see. Let me look at my. Let me use my keyboard for this. I'm switching. Here we go. Okay. Let's see.
Good music.
I don't know what I'm gonna do though. Do a poem, Ninja. Okay. Okay. I got one. Turn off the music. Okay.
Don't be so. You know what? I'll put it on.
Have you been around the way lately? Have you been to where the Lower East Side meets the FDR Drive? That's where I took my first breath, my first street address. I found my first God there, found love at first sight. And I passed my first test when I fought my first fight. First memories I'll keep till I'm no longer alive. I had a lot of first there. First friends I left behind. First enemies in kindergarten because I'd committed my first crime. And if I controlled the hands of time, well, I would bring it right back to when I wrote my first rhyme. And back to that bodega where I copped my first dime. Lower East Side, block parties plus cockfights on hot nights in my father's first garden on Avenue D and 9th. I remember reminiscing about my boys that have died. Reminded on how the first time I cried was in the Lower East Side, where I kissed my first love's lips in a cool, crisp East River Park breeze, using her coat sleeves to dry off. There is where I took my first steps, ran my first lap. The New Eurekan Cafe, that's where I spat my first rap, where I got my first fame, my first nickname and dap, the first place I battled as a matter of fact. I love the lower deck, cause it pumps through my veins like Piñero's scattered ashes and Tompkins Square pain, where Papi first met my mother and staked his first claim, trooping crosstown on buses, cause LES has no trains. When I come around the way, I reminisce on my firsts. That's the way I pay homage to the place of my birth. LES, have you been around your way lately?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, y'all.
Yes.
Thank you, Mazusha.
Yes.
Yes, y'all. Now, without any further ado, I'm gonna bring up to the stage my co-host on occasions who may be hosting the next show, who knows. My homie from another homie, Nelly.
Nice save.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, the pyro.
Yes, absolutely. If it pleases the court, could I read two poems? They're little ones, they're short
The
ones.
court would be
Yes.
pleased.
Alright, cool. The first one, I just rediscovered it. I've never actually read it in front of people before. But yeah, I wrote it a little while before I got sober, and I feel like this thought process kind of helped me to change my life a little bit. So here goes nothing. We're gonna get really personal. So yeah, enjoy.
Let's go there.
Uh,
As
this
he
is
should.
yes, exactly. It's poetry night. This
Mhm.
is called A Vision. I had a vision of the future. It was the bleakest thing I ever saw. It was one where I could not take care of my grandma or my grandpa. I had a vision of the future that struck fear into my heart. One where my mom was homeless to keep her man and chase her art. I had a vision of the future where I gave up every chance, where I failed to work enough, and where I always came in last. I had a vision of the future where I just ran out of time, because I was always in my feelings about never getting mine. I had a vision of the future where I finally got somewhere, but it didn't even matter because my family wasn't there. I lost everyone who loved me, either to death or heavy living, and what remained were shells of hurt and guilt and sinning. I had a vision of the future and of my past mistakes as well, and I realized I have just enough time to make it not come true. Thank you.
Holy.
Hey.
Beautiful.
Hey.
Wow, nice.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
Nice.
Make those visions not come true, y'all.
Exactly. So on that note, some news about me. It like after 10 long years of trying to get my degree, I finally graduated.
What?
Uh,
Are you serious?
yeah,
Fireworks,
Yes.
please. We need fireworks.
Give me that pyro.
Everybody drop fireworks.
There we go.
Yes. Hold on. I gotta put some funkier music for that.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes.
I'm
The
limited.
graduate.
I'm limited.
It took a really long time, but you know, finally did it, and I've been thinking about beginnings and endings and the way that life, you know, kind of flows in weird ways, and how when some things end, other things begin. So this poem is called Something New. It's the end of something now. I can hardly believe it. I feel my heart might burst. It's the end of something big, and I know that this means soon I'll go from last to first. Because isn't that the way of things? This cyclical, circular pendulum swing, call it Ouroboros or Lion King, the passage of time, the currents of existence, all that ends begins. Thank you. Yay.
Beautiful.
Yay.
Beautiful.
Felicidades.
You know,
Thank you.
Nels, while you were reading that, I was standing up there on my little perch thinking about how fortunate I am to have chosen this path in life and that this is what I find myself doing at this moment. How weird is that?
Yeah.
That this is what we're doing right now. Everybody's just in their own home or wherever you are, but we're all here hanging out together. I
love it.
I just feel really
Absolutely.
fortunate that this is what's happening.
Yeah.
All right.
Grateful.
I'll put myself in the zone there. I feel really happy about this, y'all.
Yay.
You know,
Happy. Fireworks.
Not even that. Like, you know what? Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for participating in this and sharing your work with, I don't know, maybe 2 people will watch this. Who knows? Maybe I get 1 million subscribers this week. Maybe Turtle gets 9 million this week because of this video.
Awesome.
But no. The point is that I feel really happy that this is what we're doing. I feel very fortunate. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for anybody crazy enough to be watching this right now.
Yay!
I just feel really thankful right now. What up? Yes!
Yeah, word.
Guys, alright, so we're gonna leave it right there. That was a very fun stream. Aaron, thank you so much for sharing that music with us and the
Yeah.
poetry. I hope you'll come and hang out with us again.
Absolutely.
We do this every first Wednesday of the month. So now I'm pulling up my calendar and I'm seeing that the next time we're gonna do this will be July the 5th, the day after the 4th. So yes, I hope
We're gonna have a lot of fireworks.
Yes,
We're gonna have a lot of
yes.
fireworks that day.
There may still be real fireworks going on in the background.
Oh
I
yeah.
live in a very firework prone neighborhood.
You
So
can celebrate America.
yes. So-
Celebrate our building in here.
Yeah, we'll
our-
celebrate us. How about that? It'll be July 5th. That's what we're celebrating, July 5th. The 5th of July.
Yes.
So yeah, so I hope that you guys will all be able to join us on July 5th. Muzzle Shark, thank you so much for providing the ambiance and the atmosphere and the mood for our lovely evening that we've had. Guys, thank you so much for being with us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe on this channel, also on Turtle829's Twitch stream. Be sure to follow that. And yes, if you'd like to help us out on Patreon so that we could have our own server in Conan and in Minecraft so we can experiment with some new ideas that we're having. And I will leave you with this. Until next time, where's Turtle?
Don't worry.
Where?
He's here. He's here
I'm
somewhere.
here.
Until
I'm here.
next time, my friends, don't forget to remember that to play is the thing.
All day, every day.
Yes, y'all. Peace.
Fireworks.
Thank you.
The pyrotechnics, everybody.
Woohoo!
Purple,
The
Bell,
party in here.
Aaron, Revenge.
All right, my friends. I will see you next month. Have a beautiful June.
You did good.
Yay.